Hello, this is Jessica McKay with your Spirit Guide reading for May. Go ahead and take a moment to connect with yourself, connect inside, or connect with Spirit Guides, and just ask which message is most appropriate for you today. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. I'm using the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. So if you were drawn to message number 1, see. The card that comes up is Cave, and it says Sanctuary. And the message that I'm getting from this is that your creativity really depends on the time that you take to go inside and to go inside yourself. That this is a sanctuary that is within. And when you take the time to do that and really unplug from the outside, unplug from social media for a little while, whatever you need to do to feel grounded and free. This is about freeing your creativity. I'm also getting a message with this card that you are getting messages from ancestors, from spirit guides, from the divine, receiving messages that help you to express. And actually, what I feel this is it's coming from your soul. Your soul and your ancestors can help you. Your spirit guides can help you. But my sense is that you're receiving a message about what you came here to express. So this card has to do with who you are and what you are here to do. And in our culture, there are so many paths that we can take. And a lot of those paths have steps. For instance, if you want to be a doctor, you go to medical school and you go through certain steps and training to make that happen. But there are also paths that are self-created, that are not spelled out, that don't have that comfortable box around them. And so the sense I get with this when I look at this picture of this man drawing art on the wall is that you're here to create something special. And it doesn't particularly have a series of steps to follow. And if it does, you're going to be taking those steps in your own way. So you are a trailblazer, and you are here to express something that has never quite been expressed before. And there's no pressure with this. This doesn't mean that you have to sit down and write a novel or create a program or do anything like that. This could be something in the way that you smile or in the way that you interact with people. You are expressing you perfectly. And you are the only one like you that ever existed or that ever will exist in the history of the universe. So you have a very special song. You have a very special expression. Only you can be you. So no matter how many people came before you, even in your ancestry, none of them were exactly like you. And none of your descendants, none of the people that ever follow will have the same combination of strengths and abilities and ways of seeing that you have. So this card is giving you permission to be yourself and to take the time you need to get in touch with that self. So it means unplugging from all those external sources that want to tell you who you are. You know who you are. You can access that through meditation, through time in nature, through creating art, whatever it is that makes you feel connected to yourself. So that is your homework this month. So that's message number 1. And if you were drawn to message number 2, let's see. Ooh. The card that comes up is Tsunami, and it says Wake Up Call. Wow. And there's a picture of the moon that's obscured a little bit by clouds. And this is the sense of things happening in your life to wake you up. it's a blessing. And this can be scary. And the imagery on the card is pretty scary. But don't worry. Everything that happens is happening to help you, to help your soul's growth. So even if you're facing challenges right now, and don't worry, I'm not sensing any kind of disaster befalling you. So if you chose message number 2 and you got this card, don't worry that I am predicting any kind of disaster. I'm not. My sense is that underneath this, because underneath every tsunami is calm, is a calm ocean. So there are tsunamis in our lives. There are waves that we experience all the time being human. Waves of emotion, waves of tumult, things feeling shaky, the foundation of your world feeling shaky. And these things are always there to remind you, to wake you up to who you really are and to how strong you are. If you think about any challenge you've ever faced in your life, at the end of that challenge, you were probably stronger, more compassionate, more patient. You developed qualities that you came here specifically to experience. And when I tap into the energy of this for you, what it actually feels like is it feels like something that has to do with family. And it feels like something to do with your relationships. And what I'm getting is that there's a reorganization going on of the way that you relate to other people in your life. And I feel like there's something that is occurring right now that is waking you up to the fact that you want a different kind of back and forth with your loved ones. You want a different kind of relating. So this feels like family. It has that heavy energy to it of old patterns with family, old things that get triggered, buttons that get pushed, something your mom says or something that your brother says that really pushes your buttons. And so my sense about this is that you're reorganizing some of your relationships to be more nurturing for you. And that doesn't mean you have to cut anybody out of your life. It just means that you're creating boundaries based on this new wave of information. So that's what I feel like this is for you. It's a wave of information. And it's informing you about how you want to move forward with relationship in some way. So it's a beautiful wake-up call. And I feel like it has to do with the full moon, and there's a full moon coming up soon, and that's at the end of April, coming into May. So I feel like these energies are present specifically at this time, and it's going to be quick. A tsunami is quick. It just kind of knocks everything over, but then everything is calm. And you get to rebuild. So don't worry about anything this month. Just allow the wave, whatever that is, to wash over you. I have a feeling you already know what this is about. So just know that you're safe and know that this is for your highest good. It's a blessing. Okay, so that is message number 2. And if you were drawn to message number 3, let's see. The card that comes up is fire, and it says passion. And so when I look at this card, I really get a sense, I hear the word courage. And so I feel like there's something that you're being called to do that takes courage. And following your passion often takes courage, because there are many times in our lives when our passions get pushed to the side. And if you've ever felt like you're cut off from your passion, you don't even know what your passion is, then this card is letting you know that it is waking you up. Your passion is inside you and it's starting to wake up now. So all the time that you may have felt disconnected from what you really want, just know that that time is coming to an end, because what it takes is the courage to look at things that you want without judging them, without letting other people's criticism or old judgments about what you really want to fall to the side, to fall away. So I feel as though this month you're going to be opened up to something that feels really exciting to you. And there's some talent. I feel like there is some talent that you have that has lain dormant inside you for years. And it's something that you might have thought about, that you keep revisiting or you keep going back to, but then your mind says, well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know the path to get there. I don't know how to create it. And so my sense is that you're going to be drawn more and more into that feeling, into the feeling in your body of passion and what you want to do, and you won't be able to ignore it so easily. So it is doable. It wouldn't be there. This feeling wouldn't be inside you if it wasn't possible or if it wasn't doable. So know that you can blaze your own trail. You can create your own specific way of getting to that. So this might be writing. It might be something that has to do with creativity. It could be counseling, where you're able to help people figure something out for themselves. But I'm getting that you have this ability, and it's been in you all along, and you've had glimpses of it, but it hasn't been allowed to flourish. And so I feel like now is the time when you're going to be feeling more of that energy. So call on your spirit guides to help you connect with yourself, to help you connect with that feeling of passion that may have been pushed down from long ago. Even if you feel like you have no idea what this thing is, and you've never felt that sense of purpose, ask your spirit guides to help you connect with yourself, to connect with what feels good to you. It's in there. There's an answer in there. There's a reason you're here. And my sense is that you came here to express passion, to feel passion. It's not necessarily something you have to do that makes you feel passionate. It's something that's in you all along. And many times when we're growing up, we're not encouraged to be passionate. We're encouraged to tone it down, to not get excited, to just be sort of mopey. You know, there's a lot of teenage kids that I see that don't allow themselves to get excited. And if they are excited, they don't show it. It's just there's this sort of like, yeah, that's great, cool, You know, that's like that's different than when I was growing up. But my sense is that more and more we're getting messages to get in touch with that part of ourselves that has been pushed aside, not being allowed to be enthusiastic or excited, to share your excitement just about living. So my sense is that your life is about to get a whole lot more interesting and exciting because of how you feel, not because of what you do, but because of how you feel inside. So I hope that makes sense. So give yourself permission to feel passion about life, about the people you love, about what you want to do, about anything. Passion for this moment. So that's message number 3. I hope that these messages were helpful to you. If they were, please let me know. And I will see you again next time.